Kính thưa toàn thể đại chúng, chúng ta xin dâng cao một tràng pháo tay để chào đón ông Phallop Thaiarry, Chủ tịch Hội Liên Hữu Phật Giáo Thế Giới và đương kim Viện trưởng Đại học Phật Giáo Thế Giới. Một tràng pháo tay ạ.
Please give a loud applause for Mr. Phallop Thaiarry, the standing president of the WFB and the president of the World Buddhist University.
Kính mấy bạch chư tôn đức, như chương trình của chúng ta đã thống nhất giờ này, xin trân trọng kính mời giáo sư tiến sĩ Lê Mạnh Thác phát biểu đại diện cho Học viện Phật giáo Việt Nam phát biểu chào mừng phái đoàn. Xin trân trọng kính mời thầy.
Mr. President of the WFB and all the delegates, Vietnam Buddhist University is very honored to have this welcoming ceremony this morning, your visit to our university. For WFB, Vietnam, almost 70 years ago, is a founding member of WFB. And the event that occurred in Vietnam 60 years ago, which was celebrated 60 years of that event, is a struggle for the equality of religion and belief at that time. And the culminating point is the self-realization of the Bodhisattva Thích Quảng, which celebrated 60 years of his sacrifice. And of course, the direct cause of that struggle, of that movement, is the Buddhist flag. And now you could see. And as you know, the Buddhist flag is adopted by the WFB. The first time the Buddhists the world over had a flag, a common flag, together. And the Vietnamese Venerable at that time, the founding member of WFB, is the Venerable Thích Trí. He brought back that flag. And the Buddhist Sangha and the Buddhist Association at that time agreed to consider that flag is represent Buddhism. So you should see that if in the Buddhist place or ceremony, and they hang this flag. So the Vietnamese is very deeply grateful to the WFB. Actually, we said that during this century, that means the 10th century, the Vietnamese produced a bodhisattva, and that due to that struggle. And the main cause is the Buddhist flag. At that time, the Diem government at that time, they ordered that we couldn't fly that flag. And the Buddhists stood up and had their say against that order. So today we are very, very grateful, and our university and all our executive board and all our students here welcome you. And hopefully, and all the delegation. We, of course, after 75, formerly we are a member of WFB, and then during this event in 75, we had some, and hopefully later on we will be again a member of WFB, because anyway, Vietnam is a founding member, so we will continue our tradition. So please, today, please help that we will have our power in that organization. And as you are the new president, and today you visit our university, I hope that you will, later on we will have many cooperation between WFB and Vietnam Buddhist University. So in the name of our Supreme Sangha, at the same time President of this university, and all the executive board and our students, we wish you all good health and friendship in the Dharma. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Professor Levantar, for your welcoming speech to WFB. I would like to brief to you the Vietnam Buddhist University campus where we here at present. It's the second campus of our university. In 1964, our university was founded. At that time, the name was Vang Han University. And in 1975, the functions historically of Vang Han University was disconnected due to the new law of Vietnam. At that time, no private universities available. So after 10 years of this continuity, the Vang Han University has changed the name as Vietnam Buddhist University at present. At present, we have 3 faculties. Number 1, Faculty of Buddhist Study consisting of Department of Buddhist Philosophy, Department of Pali Studies, Department of Sanskrit Buddhist Study, and Department of Buddhist History. Under the Faculty of Social Sciences, we have the Department of Dhamma Propagation, Department of Social Work, Department of Sociology, Department of Pedagogy, and under of the Faculty of Languages, we have the Department of English, Department of Chinese, Department of Sanskrit, and Department of Pali. So at present we have in total 3,500 monks and young students pursuing their bachelor, master, and bachelor degree courses. And apart from this, we also have the online program for bachelor degree for the lay devotee. As the limit of law in Vietnam, at present we could not, train the lay people like the way we did to the monks and nuns in Vietnam. And in the whole country, we have 4 Buddhist universities. Number 1 is our university. Number 2, Hanoi Buddhist University, located in Hanoi. Number 3, Hue Buddhist University, located in ancient capital of Vietnam, central Vietnam. And number 4, Khmer Vietnamese Buddhist Academy in Can Tho province. Apart from these 4 Buddhist universities, we do have another 7 autonomous colleges for Buddhist studies, plus 35 Buddhist schools for Buddhist study for young monks and nuns in 63 provinces. So our policy of education for monastic members is that those monks and nuns having the capacity of English and Chinese are encouraged to study either in English countries like India, Sri Lanka, etc., or China, Taiwan, or Japan, Korea, and America. And at present, at least 10,000 monks and nuns completed their MA and PhD studies from different countries coming back to serve Buddhism in Vietnam. And at present, we also do have roughly 1,200 monks pursuing their high study in India, Sri Lanka, China, Taiwan, Japan, Korea, etc. So we consider Buddhist education as the very wonderful and important starting point for socially engaged Buddhism. And that is the way we can contribute more for the society progress, as well as for national protection from the danger of invasion, as well as to contribute for the stable development of the country at large. So on your special visit, officially to Vietnam Buddhist University campus here, I would like to request you to address our monks and nuns students so that they can be encouraged for their higher study for contribution to Buddhism in Vietnam in particular and for Buddhism around the world in general. Thank you. You have the floor now.
Professor Dr. Ninh Man Thắt.
Xin chào tất cả mọi người, xin chào quý. Xin
Dignity and rectors and vice rectors and all the officers of the universities of Vietnamese Buddhist universities.
Xin chào quý thầy, quý giáo sư của trường Đại học Phật giáo Việt Nam.
And again, I also want to convey my best wishes to all of nuns and monks and students who study at the universities today.
Tôi cũng xin chào và xin gửi lời chúc tốt nhất đến quý tăng ni và quý học sinh, quý sinh viên có mặt trong buổi ngày hôm nay.
This is the first time for me to come to this campus at the universities, but it's not the very first time because almost 20 years ago we have opportunity to visit the universities, but that time in town with professors and venerable doctors with us. I am very grateful that I have come this time, so it's not the first time, it's the second time. Even though the student may be changed for 20 years already, up to today's.
Đây là lần đầu tiên mà tôi ghé thăm trường Học viện Phật giáo Việt Nam với đông đủ học sinh như thế này. Nhưng mà nó không phải là lần đầu tiên tôi biết tới trường. Trước đó tôi đã được ghé thăm cùng với quý giáo sư và quý tôn đức ở đây. Và dù là đó là rất là nhiều năm về trước, nhưng mà tôi rất là vui mừng khi gặp tất cả mọi người ở đây.
I think we are all here understand that our duties is to study and to propagate Buddhism to all around, not only nuns and monks, but to all kind of peoples around, not only in Vietnam and around the world. And I'm quite sure that Vietnamese monks and nuns will help propagate this, make care on these duties for the futures also, as in the past they did make for the world.
Tôi hiểu rằng việc chúng ta ở đây không chỉ là để lan tỏa ánh sáng Phật Pháp đến cho quý tăng ni và quý Phật tử Việt Nam, mà còn là có thể là đến khắp nơi trên thế giới, cũng như là không phải chỉ trong quá khứ mà là còn ở tương lai sắp tới.
Our duties is two things. The first thing is to study, and the second thing is to propagate to all people to knows about what the Lord Buddha teaching about, and to understand clearly and on the right ways of what the Buddha teaching us.
Chúng ta có hai nhiệm vụ. Nhiệm vụ đầu tiên quan trọng nhất là học. Nhiệm vụ thứ hai đó chính là lan tỏa Phật Pháp đến cho tất cả mọi người, để cho mọi người cùng nhau hiểu về Đức Phật, về giáo Pháp của Phật và cách nào để chúng ta hiểu và thực tập đúng theo những gì Đức Phật đã dạy.
During the ways before we arrive at these universities, I was informed by record that the members or the nun and the monks and the even the followers who study Buddhism from these universities, it's more than on different way of doing. It's about more than 3,500 people, which is it's not that much, but it's not the small numbers. It's a very good numbers, and I hope we will do more and more in the futures.
Trên đường tới đây tôi được biết rằng ở đây chúng ta có hơn 3.000 vị tăng ni đang theo học. Thì đó là một con số không lớn nhưng cũng rất ấn tượng, và tôi hy vọng rằng trong tương lai chúng ta sẽ có nhiều hơn số lượng như thế này nữa tiếp tục theo học tại trường.
That's why I hope, and I think we all hope that all of you will keep on study and propagating Buddhism to all mankind around, not only in Vietnam but futures for the world.
Cho nên là tôi và tất cả những người đồng sự của tôi đều hy vọng rằng chúng ta sẽ luôn nỗ lực cố gắng để tiếp tục học hỏi và phát triển truyền bá đạo Phật đến không chỉ ở Việt Nam mà khắp nơi trên thế giới cho toàn nhân loại.
As you know that we are now comprising with the executive from the World Fellowship of Buddhists, also the executive from the World Fellowship of Buddhist Youth, and last but not least, also the representative from the Buddhist universities, which have the headquarters in Bangkok, Thailand. I hope that especially all these organizations which I mentioned to you will cooperate with each others, and to you and to all the leaders from Vietnam and some other part of the world to work together, especially with the universities. I hope we will have the opportunities to have the memorandum of understanding to work together and to how to work together and how to propagate this Buddhism, as well as I hope that numbers of young Buddhists is also around, either the nun or monk or layman also can join with the WFBY for the youth one. So I'm quite sure that we will have more close relationship and work together. I promise that we will come back to work together with all of you and all others in our world to propagate this hour and do our duties together. But only one person cannot make it, but all of us can help each others and will make successful. And the very important successful is to carry the Buddha Dhamma of the Buddha to all mankind. So I hope you all will success in your career and study and work for this. And we wish you a very great success. Thank you very much.
Tôi cùng với các vị đồng sự ở Hội Liên hiệp Phật Giáo Thế Giới, Hội Liên hiệp Phật Giáo Thanh niên Thế Giới cũng như là Trường Đại học Phật Giáo Thế Giới ở ngày hôm nay, chúng tôi hy vọng rằng chúng ta có thể trong tương lai cùng nhau phối hợp và đoàn kết để cùng nhau tìm ra những cách cũng như là học hỏi lẫn nhau để mang ánh sáng Phật Pháp đến tất cả mọi người, không chỉ là quý tăng ni nhưng mà còn là quý những Phật tử ở Việt Nam và khắp thế giới. Đặc biệt là tôi rất là hy vọng rằng là những vị tăng ni trẻ cũng như là những vị Phật tử trẻ của Việt Nam sẽ cùng tham gia với chúng tôi để cùng nhau cố gắng ở trong Hội Liên Hữu Thanh niên Phật Giáo Thế Giới. Và tôi tin rằng là nếu chúng ta cùng nhau đồng lòng thì chắc chắn chúng ta sẽ thành công. Cho nên là tôi kính chúc tất cả quý vị ở đây được thành công trong công cuộc đi học của mình cũng như là trong sự nghiệp hoàn dương Phật Pháp và mang ánh sáng giáo lý của Đức Phật đến với tất cả mọi người. Xin cảm ơn tất cả mọi người.